Hello everyone, this is Jason with Smart Home Automation. I want to go over an Inovelli line with you. Some of their products have been out and they have several new products that just dropped. Their original Smart Dongle, which was always on, one plug, the other plug was controllable and smart. They have since come out with a dual outlet where both plugs are controllable through your SmartThings or through Wink. As well as one of the new products that just came out is the outdoor dual programmable outlets. So both outlets are programmable and you can utilize those through SmartThings this week as well. These are actually perfect for outside for Christmas lights because that is the time of season. And again, this is weather rated, so it can be outside. Some of the new lines that just dropped recently are the Inovelli switches, the Z-Wave switches. They are the standard decor style, just like most of the Z-Wave switches that are out right now, like GE and others. These are actually good with three-way switches. So you can actually program these with a standard three-way switch on the other side. Takes a little bit of wiring. You're gonna need to follow the directions in the box. It will actually guide you directly on how to hook this up. But you no longer need a coordinating switch when you use these. There's another brand out there, I can't remember, that's had them, but Inovelli is actually a quality product. I don't know much about the other brand, and they are a great price. Inovelli actually launched two styles of these switches. So you got the standard on-off switch, you've got the standard dimmer switch. Doesn't have a slide dimmer on it, you actually push and hold if you want to dim. But they also launched, which I'm happy to say to our SmartThings users, our scene-enabled dimmer and scene-enabled on-off switch. What that means is that you can program these switches to other things in your house as a scene. The scenes themselves are A and B scene. You tap the top button twice to activate A scene, you tap the bottom button twice to activate B scene. I do know that these switches all work with SmartThings, Vera, and Wink. And there's a couple others they may or may not work with. Of course, this is a standard Z-Wave switch system, just like all their other stuff, it's standard. So pairing them with other things or other hubs may not be as big a deal as you would think. But I know the major three brands are Vera, Wink, and SmartThings. SmartThings is actually the only one that the scenes work with, of course. And these things are actually pretty nice, to be honest with you. A lot of the information's on back. You got your neutral, line, load, and traveler information on back. Of course, these can be used as a single pole or a three-way setup. So it doesn't matter. So the same switch does it all. Again, you don't need a coordinating switch to utilize these with a three-way setup, or I would assume even a four-way setup, to be honest with you. As long as you wire the system correctly and follow the directions, you should be able to utilize the dumb switches on the other parts, and this is your smart switch only. So technically, I can say this. I use another manufacturer, which I bought the smart switch. I had to buy a coordinating switch. The other manufacturer, I had to buy them from a local store, and they were $44 each. The coordinating switch I had to order from Amazon, and it was $28. Of course, things have come down, but this has only been about 5 or 6 months ago. These switches, the standard, are $29.99 on Amazon. You'll have a link in the description below. Our SmartThings scene ones are actually $10 more for $39.99. And the dimmers are a few bucks more. All those are going to be linked down in the description. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm actually going to go into a little bit more depth information about how to pair the dual channel, okay? Because natively, when you pair this dual channel, it's kind of monotonous how to get to both channels, because in the home screen of SmartThings, you see the Inovelli plug. You have to click on it in order to get to both channels. There's a device handler we can load, which I'll show you how to load that here in a few, to where you can actually get to both channels independently from within the home screen, so you don't have to go in separate screens to get to it. Other products are coming. This outlet, this Outdoor outlet system was actually, as soon as I'm done here, it's going outside because I got Christmas lights already ready to go. These are already going to be programmed in so I can get those going. Switches themselves, they pair just like any other standard Z-Wave. The directions are in the box. If you need that information, I will more than glad create a video for that, but I'm just going to show you how to pair the Inovelli. On these switches, if you're cutting power to install these switches, like everyone should be, but some people do not, as soon as you restore power to this switch, it goes into an auto inclusion mode for SmartThings to be able to, or in Wink and others, it goes into auto inclusion mode for it to start looking for your hub. So what you want to do before you plug the power back in or snap the breaker back on, you need to go ahead and go to your app and click the plus sign for SmartThings and have it looking for devices, and then flip the breaker back on. If for some reason you do not get that done in time, because it has a timeout period where it stops doing that, if there's any reason that either you flip the breaker on and forgot about it, or you do it hot, install the switch hot, and you did not think about that part of the process, there's a backup plan. In order to put it back in auto inclusion mode, you hit the top button, which is the A button, 6 times. That will put it back into auto inclusion mode and it'll start looking for your hub again. So it's basically pairing mode. So it's a little different than some of the other Z-Wave switches. All right guys, so now we're going to add the Inovelli smart plug to SmartThings. What we want to do is go ahead and click the plus button first and plug it in, and natively it should automatically connect. So you want to click the plus button before you plug it in because it's got a 20-second timeout, so it should automatically start looking for the plug right off the bat. This one I've already had paired with my hub and I've deleted it, so I have to use the 6. I have to punch the button 6 times to get it to look for the hub again. So that's what I did, but natively right out of the box it should do just that. So I'm going to go ahead and rename it. We'll just put in Inovelli. Done. And we're going to save that, and we're going to go back to that later. Okay. See, the second one right here has already been in there. This is the new one, the Inovelli 2 new. You have to click on it in order to get to each independent channel. But now what we want to do, we want to add native controls within this part of the app right here with the home screen. Okay, in order to do that, we're going to add a device handler. To add the device handler, we need to go to the Inovelli page. Okay, we're going to want to open up a couple different tabs. One, we're going to want to be in our SmartThings list, right, under the devices. We actually want to go under device handlers first. We're going to actually add a device handler to it. Okay, you can see that I've already have 2 device handlers here. But I'm going to show you how I did it. We're going to go under the Inovelli page. We're going to go to the first tab, which is SmartThings. We already have that open. We're going to go to the second one, which is device handler number 1. I'm going to grab it, and we're going to copy all 288 lines of this. Sometimes I do that, and I should do it the other way because it copies the wrong stuff. Copy, go to device handlers, create new device handler right here. From code, paste it. They'll take you to the bottom, create it. Take you to a new screen. You're going to go to publish and click for me. That'll throw in your list. We'll go back to SmartThings, back to Inovelli page. Click on device handler number 2. Again, this is only going to be 50 this time. So we'll copy and paste all 50 lines of this. Control, copy. Device handlers. Create new device handler. From code. Paste it. Create it. We want to publish it for me. Now we're going to go back to device handlers. And we're going to see in here where we've got 2 that are published that I did earlier. The second one will not be there because I never published it. Okay, so I'm going to go and delete it. Now, once you do this, you're going to want to go to My Devices. You're going to go find the Inovelli plug that you put in already. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and delete these two right here. Click on the child devices, channel 1, delete it. Go back down to channel 2, delete it. Now we're going to click refresh and they should both be gone. And they're gone. Now we're going to click edit. Click on type. Scroll all the way down to the new one that's going to be on the very bottom, Inovelli 2-channel smart plug. Click on that, click update. Once you click update, go to My Devices. Now you should have 3 lines for the same device, the 2 channels plus the main device itself in your device list. And this will show on your home app as well, or your home page of your app as well. So if you'll see right here, I have Inovelli plug, and I have channel number 2, or channel number 1 and channel number 2 right there. Now you can rename these right now. So let's say I'm going to name this one. So you go to edit, and we'll just do. So I'm going to do my printers. So, and I'll click update. And now I'll go back, go to channel number 2, and I'll update, edit that one, and I'll do my other printer, and update. And now I can go back to devices, and I'll have individual control through the home app and through the ID page if you want to use on the ID page. Not everyone's going to use this, but it's kind of a nice feature instead of having to go through like 3 screens to get to those plugs to actually individually control them. So we've got channel number 1, channel number 2, they've already been named. Okay guys, thanks for watching. This is Jason with Smart Home Automation. Please join us on our Facebook page, Smart Home Automation. We also have a deals page, Smart Home Automation Deals. Those links will be in the description below. Again, all of these devices will be linked in the description below for Amazon. If you have any questions or concerns, you can jump over to the Smart Home Automation Facebook page and ask any questions. The owner of this company is actually on our Facebook page. He'll answer any questions you want. And until next time, we'll see you then. Thanks.